Hey guys, so Concord has officially released, and the launch is going really well. I mean, not for Concord, that's a terrible launch for the game itself. However, it is a wonderful launch for people laughing at the game, because there's just so much entertainment here. So okay, let's enjoy this together. First of all, how bad is this launch? Well, as of recording, they've hit a all-time peak player count of 697, and that figure is even significantly lower than what they had during their open beta, where they had around 2,400 peak concurrent players. Now, there doesn't seem to be any concrete evidence for exactly how much this game may have cost to make. However, current speculation ranges from about 50 million to 150 million USD, and it's looking highly unlikely that this game will even hit the break-even point, let alone reaching profitability. Also, keep in mind this game is currently selling for $39.99, unless someone gets the deluxe edition, which will be $59.99. So it looks like one of Concord's devs is currently freaking out on Twitter. This screenshot by Permaband showing this dev saying, "I'm so honored to have had this be my first AAA game. Was a huge learning experience. Lots of struggles, but I'm glad to have gone through them. Time to go play." And then a series of tweets that they seem to be hiding, saying, "Pay me $8 to unhide your tweet," etc., etc. In a different response, that same person saying, "Hey, I don't really care. It was a huge labor from a lot of insanely talented people making an awesome game. Why would I care about a bunch of talentless freaks hating on it? I'm sure having fun playing it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything." However, we won't be able to see more than that because they've since protected their entire account. I guess maybe they really did care what people had to say. Looks like the gaming journalists aren't taking this whole situation too well either. Over on The Gamer, an article was written saying, "Let's give Concord a chance." And seemingly hours later, another journalist at The Gamer made an article titled, "Concord has yet to crack 1,000 players on Steam. Yikes." And if we hop over to the article titled "Give Concord a Chance," there's something rather amusing I'll point out. Their final paragraph saying, "If we cared about good games, not just parroting what random influencers said during the reveal, Concord's clever character moments and unique hero shooting should have earned it some time to work out the kinks." Now, I find this hilarious for two main reasons. One, it's like the journalist is trying to have some immense cope about people overall disliking this game. The fact is, people have seen this game for themselves, and they've come to their own conclusion. Just because that's negative doesn't mean it's not authentic. And two, where he talks about influencers, that's actually something that PlayStation did. Because 8 days ago, PlayStation released this YouTube video titled Concord Beta Reaction Trailer, where they seemingly paid a number of random influencers to react to Concord with this like over-the-top fake hype sort of reaction. However, that only hurt the game even more, as people laughed at how fake it seemed and how desperate it all came off.
Feels good. All the heroes are very unique, and there's a lot of them.
This is really cool. Really cool selection.
Having its last playing this, I'm going in.
Get yourselves in the game. I'm trying to feast.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I got a kill.
Also, that one person mentioned liking the character roster. Well, I know the roster's been out for a while, but let's chat about that really quick. Why do so many of these designs look AI generated? They'll like almost have a pattern or a theme going on, but then there's like random colors or random stuff just mashed in, like you'd see from some AI generated slop. To be fair, there is probably a way to make that work, but the way they did it just looks messy. Back to the journalists. Here's some more journalists all confused about Concord flopping. Paul Tassi saying, "I knew this wouldn't go well, but this is legitimately weird. SSK the JL launched with 20 times as many players." Now, if you don't know, Paul Tassi is affiliated with Forbes, while Gene Park is affiliated with Washington Post. And so Gene Park then responds to Paul Tassi saying, "I'm actually wondering if there's something else going on." Whoa, what could that be? Paul Tassi then responding, saying, "The timing is weird too. Like it peaked early afternoon and didn't even add a couple hundred players after work and school in America. I don't get it." I think it's pretty obvious what's going on here, man. People just don't like this $40 game. And there's other games people would rather use their time and money on, even in the same genre. Heck, like I pointed out way earlier in the video, even a lot of their own beta testers apparently haven't come back to this game. Another tweet by Paul Tassi saying, "Have been waiting several hours for Concord players to break 700. And it has not happened yet." He then added, "It's been 2 more hours and it still hasn't. I'm genuinely wondering if something is glitching. It's the 70th something most sold game on Steam, which isn't good, but like, you would have to imagine there'd be more than this." It's really funny how Gene Park was saying that he wonders if something else was going on here, and Paul Tassi's like wondering if something's glitching. Over on the Concord subreddit, someone asked, "Why are the characters so hideously ugly?" To which the moderators removed the entire post. One of the comments responding blames all the backlash on racist, homophobic incels, and saying that they can't stand a diverse group of characters. But here's the thing, a lot of those character designs are just really ugly and lame looking. If anyone's trying to claim that that's like diverse and good representation, they're just insulting the people that they're trying to stand up for. It's a terrible take. I pointed out a similar thing in my video yesterday about Dustborn. Another post on our Concord says, "Will we hit double digits today?" Yeah, this game's in serious trouble. A top response talks about society just being hateful. It's really weird how some people are getting so defensive about this game. But like this response reads, this isn't even hate. It's being a part of an event. It's a spectacle at this point. Alright, so I think that's like the main stuff that I wanted to show you guys regarding Concord's launch. We got the game flopping, one of their game devs freaking out on Twitter, gaming journalists trying to cope with this disaster, and some Redditors getting oddly defensive about the whole thing. Let me know what you think about all of that in the comments, as well as that little trailer clip I showed you too. If you thought that was amusing, then share your thoughts. As always, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Consider liking and or subscribing if you enjoyed my coverage. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a great weekend.